Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Frost and welcome back to welcome back to another top 5 video of mine. Today we're going to be back on Black Ops Cold War going over the top 5 worst maps. Hell yeah. Basically, if you're new here, I did a top 5 best maps back in January this year and stated, well I think I stated anyway, that the maps could be outdated by the time Black Ops Cold War reaches end cycle in November when the next Call of Duty comes out, whatever it may be. So, the worst maps in my opinion, the top 3 won't change. Those maps are pretty pish. And if anything can top that, I will lose all faith in humanity. Okay, we clear on this? Right, good. So I'll explain in detail why I dislike these maps and why I put them there. The number 5 and 4 spot aren't technically shit maps. I'll explain this off the bat and I'll explain more in detail when I get to them. But they're not bad maps, they're just mediocre. As usual, if you guys have a top 5 you want to suggest to me, either do so in the Discord or the description. And yeah, I'll consider doing them for a future episode, whether it be Call of Duty or Overwatch or whatever. But with that being said, let's get into this. So, as I said, number 5 is a mediocre map, and it's Checkmate. Now, this is one that might go down wrong with the community because I know a lot of people actually like this map. And it kind of pains me to put it on the worst map, but it's probably one of the worst of the mediocre maps in this game. And the only reason I feel that way is because of the big fucking plane in the middle. To win this map, for me, maybe it's different for you guys, but it seems like in my games, to win this map, whichever team takes control of the plane in the middle, camps in it, will dominate the match, right? When teams don't play in the plane and they're outside of it, I feel like the map is more, it comes down to the more skill of the game. But when people just, sit in the plane and camp, it's very, very, very frustrating to play this map. Because, when you're outside the plane, it's not bad at all, right? There's places for cover, there's, right, it's like a usual Call of Duty map, and then you get to the plane in the middle, and whichever team takes control of it first is bound to camp in it. That, as I said, is how it feels like majority of players win this game. Doesn't matter what game mode it is, team deathmatch, domination, kill confirm, search and destroy, you name it, there's someone in that plane. And it's very frustrating because full well there's going to be proximity mines, gas mines, everything under the sun to stop your team getting into that plane. So, frustrating is this word. It's not a bad map, right? I don't like saying it's a bad map, but it's the worst, one of the worst of the mediocre maps. And it just, I hope you see my reason on that. If we disagree on that, you can tell me I'm wrong in the comments or whatever. I'm more than open to criticism of a map you feel is worse, but I just don't like the plane on this map. And number 4 is also a mediocre map, and it's Armada. Now, in my opinion, Armada suffers the same kind of thing that Checkmate faces, and that is to win this game mode, it feels like you need to sit in the big room in the middle. And, if you've ever played Armada, right, you'll probably know this is where majority players go because the map is viable for all guns. Okay, it's a lot of the Call of Duty maps now, especially in Black Ops Cold War, feel viable for every gun to use. Now, depending on your opinion on that can be a good or bad thing. This is one of the maps that feels that way, right? In this middle bit, right, you've got the corridors for SMGs and LMGs to go wild, and the shotguns as well. You've got, the outside area where a lot of people tend to prone and stuff. They put down the proximity and gas mines, their field mics and whatnot. Yeah. Snipers like to go wild on this map. It's probably one of the better sniping maps. Now, I don't really have an issue with snipers as such. Not really on this map because it's a large map, but whatever, right? So, why did I put it here? Well, as I said, it's the campiness factor of it. it can be very frustrating to go up against a good team that's set in the middle, they've got all the utility there, and they just stop you completely from winning. Also, the lower area, it's very annoying when someone's sitting there with an LMG. That's happened quite a couple times to me. One of the best features of this map, I'd say, is the swimming feature, but that's not really anything new. So yeah, it's a mediocre map, but it's the worst mediocre map in my opinion, and I hope, you know, we can see eye to eye on this one. Now we're getting into the really pish maps. Miami. Now, this one might go down wrong with the community because for some reason, well no, not for some reason, this map is probably, from what I've seen anyway, is most hated by the community. Whether you be on the subreddits, whether you be on Twitter, whether you're on fucking Snapchat, right? Someone's bound to be complaining about this map. And I know why. The map is very open in the middle, okay? Now, you're going to see a recurring theme. The map is open in the middle, and that's to make weapons like LMGs and assault rifles viable. However, there's three main areas where people camp all the time. The room that I'm in currently in this clip, the hotel room, and the office and one of the spawns. This is where the snipers and DMRs like to lurk. I call it the lurking map. You know, the issue is, for me personally, is in this game, in newer, in the recent Call of Duties, that you have more health than you did in the earlier Call of Duties. Now, snipers and DMRs drain that health as quick as they can, assuming they land a shot, right? So when you're out in the middle with your AR or LMG, SMG, shotgun, whatever you like using, chances are there's going to be someone camping away in, in the hotel room. That's the most prominent one. You know, and they're going to pick you off. They're using a sniper. They've got cover. They're untouchable. The only cool thing I can name about this is it's a nighttime map. You don't see a lot of them, especially in this game. That's about it. The colour scheme is actually probably the best, I'd say, but you can't base a map off of colour scheme and that alone. So the community's most hated map, I don't mind it as such, but it's always skipped in the lobby, so I mean it's pretty pish. Right, now we're getting into the real pish in my opinion, and it's Cartel. Do you want to know the only cool thing about Cartel? Do you want to know what it is? The fact that the Cartel has lore tying into Black Ops 2. Now Black Ops 2, if anyone doesn't know, is my favourite Call of Duty of all time. It will never be topped. If somehow Treyarch or Infinity Ward are able to top Black Ops 2, I will genuinely, well, I'll become a Call of Duty YouTuber, put it that way. Anyway, Cartel is owned by the Menendez family, and Raul Menendez, is the main antagonist of Black Ops 2. So that's the only cool thing about this map, right? As I said, Treyarch tried to make every gun viable in Black Ops Cold War's multiplayer. And that's not a bad thing, right? Everyone should be entitled to feel what they're most comfortable using. Like, I'm an assault rifle and LMG player, so that's obviously I'm going to use more. Most likely assault rifles, but I just feel more comfortable with them. But, anyway. So, in order to win this map, you're either in the hangar's room, right? That's probably the most prominent camping spot. There's the two buildings at the spawn. They're quite, for the snipers. There's the sniper watchtower, which not a lot of people actually go to. And there's also the right side, but no one goes down there, and if they do, then it's some crap strat that you're trying to do. But no one, the hangar itself isn't too bad. As I said, the only cool thing about this map is the lore. And that's it, right? The map itself runs pretty pish, and I'm not a big fan of it. Maybe you are. But the grass fields where you can't see it in the middle just makes it more prominent that you're forced either into the hangar or the, houses at the spawn to get kills. And that's just, I don't like that. And number 1, Satellite. The worst map in Black Ops Cold War. Now, I already can tell that someone's clicking off this video, calling me a no-skill knobhead. Yeah, I get it, fuck off, right? Satellite is so pish. It is unbelievable. I either leave the lobby or skip, you know, or try and skip it as best I can, because some people actually like playing this map, you fucking weirdos. Don't know who you are, but you're weird and should stay in a corner, far away from the rest of humanity, in an asylum. You hear me? Okay. So, why do I hate this map? It's the openness. So, you know how I said trying to make every gun viable for each map? Well, with this map, it's sort of the case. Basically, if you're in the middle, sure, whatever gun you feel like using works. But let's be real, chances are your head's going to get taken clean off by a sniper or a DMR in the back, so, you know, there's no point, right? This map is a sniper's wet bloody dream. You know, sniper players, the one that requires very little skill, but say they have all the skill in the game. Yeah, we're on the same page here, right? You need to take control of the big satellite in the middle if you're using anything but a sniper. Okay? Snipers like to camp in the sand dunes, you know, their wee knobbish half a head showing, where if you're not very good with aiming or you're not using a sniper yourself, chances are you're doomed. Yeah, this map is really pish. The only good thing I can think about this map is how, you know, the openness is. If you're actually able to get a kill streak, there's not like a spy plane or anything, you probably could get a couple kills with it. But that's it. And yet some people still play this. Some like actually want to play this map. Like, what's wrong with you? Please seek help. Well, anyway, that's it. That's it. I'm done. I hate this map, and if you like this map, chances are I probably hate you as well. But anyway, guys, that's gonna be all from me. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Do we agree? Do we not? Put your own list in the comments if you feel like it. As I said, drop me suggestions, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.